What is going on, y'all? This is Chris Saunders, aka CSProductions.29. You are loved, you are valued, and you are appreciated. Today, we are checking out another 21 Pilots song. This is Migraine, a highly requested song from you all. So we are going to dive in here. Let's go.
Am I the only one I know? Waging my words behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone.
Hey.
I've got a migraine, and my pain will range from up, down, and sideways. Thank God it's Friday, cause Fridays will always be better than Sundays, cause Sundays are my suicide days. I don't know why they always seem so dismal. Thunderstorms, clouds, snow, and a slight drizzle. Whether it's the weather or the letters by my bed, sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head.
Yo, I love this flow. Like, it's intentional. The doom, 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 the beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It's just the pattern of the beat there, and then his flow. And like even at the beginning, I've got a migraine. He's like on the cadence, but creating a flow with like with stuttering. Then I've got a migraine, and my pain will range from up, down, and sideways. And so it's I just love how he's riding the beat here, and then tying it in with the poetry and just the rhyming scheme of thank God it's Fridays, because Fridays will always be better than Sundays, and it continues going on. And so love his flow here, really nice.
It's the weather or the letters by my bed. Sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense. It's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressing thoughts. I do not have writer's block. My writer just hates the clock. It will not let me sleep. I get so sleep when I'm dead. And sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Am I the only one I know?
Really quickly, I don't know if you've ever, for school, had to write essays or things like that and dealt with writer's block. Or I just, that stood out, that line there. I do not have writer's block. My writer just hates the clock. And so it just kind of like a spin on what I would say like writer's block is when there's a deadline, or you're, for school particularly, you have an essay or something you're trying to get done, but it's just like nothing is coming to mind, and you have to go through all these different ways to find inspiration just to get the thoughts out and come about. And so just kind of the play there on I do not have writer's block, my writer just hates the clock. So it's like a spin on like kind of rephrasing what writer's block is, but saying it by also saying he doesn't have it. And so I just thought that was really cool.
Waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far, kid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am not as fine as I seem. Pardon me for yelling, I'm telling you, green gardens are not what's growing in my psyche. It's a different me, a difficult to beast, a feasting umber down trees. Freeze frame, please let me paint a mental picture portrait. Something you won't forget, it's all about my forehead and how it is a torque that holds back contents that make Pandora's box contents look non-violent. Behind my eyelids are islands of violence. My mind shipwrecked, this is the only land my mind could find. I did not know it was such a violent island, full of tidal waves, suicidal crazed lions. They're trying to eat me, blood running down the chin. And I know that I can fight, or I can let the lion win. I begin to assemble what weapons I can find, cause sometimes to stay alive you gotta kill your mind.
Yo, that entire scheme, not even gonna touch on the flow, but that entire scheme was crazy. I've just talked about it several times of just how we, as humans, as people, we just deal with so much and need community to help process things. But where he's talking about just like the thoughts in our heads, like so many people have crazy thoughts, or he may be speaking specifically where he may be battled with a specific time in his life where he may have gone through depression. as an actual mental disorder. But it just, in general, people think crazy things, right? I mean, even if you're upset, something crazy may go off in your head and you don't actually say it or take action on it. But just the way that's so creative of how he rephrased that. I would just read part of it, of the lyrics here. Something you won't forget. It's all about my forehead and how it's a door that holds back contents, that makes Pandora's box contents look nonviolent. Behind my eyelids are islands of violence. My mind shipwrecked. This is the only land my mind could find. I did not know it was such a violent island, full of tidal waves, suicidal, crazed lions. They're trying to eat me, blood running down their chin, and I know that I can fight or I can let the lion win. I begin to assemble what weapons I can find, because sometimes to stay alive, you've got to kill your mind. It's just like crazy, just like the poetry there and what he's talking about. Like the battle is in our mind, so much in life and in everything, I would say. And so, yeah, it's just the battle is in our mind, and we have to like take captive every thought to make it obedient. And so it's such a, oh man, I just love the writing here.
Only one I know, waging my wars behind my face and above my throat. Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far, kid. Say that we should take a day to break away from all the pain our brain has made. The game is not played alone. And I would say that we should take a moment and hold it and keep it frozen and know that life has a hopeful undertone. And I will say that we should take a day to break away from all the pain our brain has made. The game is not played alone. And I will say that we should take a moment and hold it and keep it frozen and know that life has a hopeful undertone. Am I the only one I know, waging my wars behind my face and above my throat? Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far, kid. We made it this far. We made it this.
Uh-oh. So I was crazy. I talked about I touched on several things during that video, but it fascinates me. One, how it's just the two of them still. That fascinates me. As several of you have mentioned in the comments and helped me out there. So that continues to fascinate me. But then additionally, I would say really liked how you could kind of say that the song was a little chaotic of just how he's talking about all these different things and thoughts he's battled with and goes on in his head, how he goes through this. So a little bit, I would say, of like chaos going on in his brain, and he was able to take it out and put it on paper for us. And through that, it was accompanied with just the instrumentation that really enveloped the lyrics of the song really well. But then the reason I kind of use the word chaos is just also in the video, the way it was filmed. So it was filmed, it looked like 24p and handheld. So there was a lot of like shaky movements and things like that, quick pans and turns here and there. And so it kind of helped develop that story of like kind of chaos and noise going on in his brain and battling and things like that through the film production there as well. Even at the end, the additions of like undoing the microphone and the XLR cable, and then just everything going silent. And as the person holding the camera is backing up, you can tell it's handheld, and so it's shaky, which is intentional to have that there. And so just a lot of thought and design around everything, just from the lyrics, from the instrumentation, from the music video and the production there. Just really cool, really well done. And just their style is so unique. And yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment in the comment section down below of just like, what's your favorite part about this song? What really stood out to you? I'm curious, just because there's so much here that just from lyrically, from the music that stood out to me. I'm curious on what you really liked here within this song. I would say is like your top priority, and then also just continue to provide song suggestions, because we are going to dive into 21 Pilots. They are clearly crazy talented here. But give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video in the future. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.